I think that we actually know a lot of the interesting people, like the Snap guys,
Right.
even Evan Spiegel,
Right.
came back in the list. He wasn't in it last year with Snap's IPO. The Uber CEO,
Travis Kalanick.
Well, Garrett Camp and
Right.
the founder Travis, they're
Right.
still on the list. Though they're two of the only 11 losers. I mean, this list, the people in tech continue to climb. They're getting so rich. The top 100 are now worth over $1 trillion for the first time. Over 3/4 of the people in the ranks are worth more than they were a year ago. So it's just crazy the amount of money that's being made in the tech industry right now.
So there is a new billionaire who hadn't been on the list before.
Yes, there's 7 of them.
7. Let's tell us about who they are.
Well, Bobby Murphy from Snap is one of them.
Okay.
NVIDIA's founder, Jensen Huang, that stock has been doing phenomenally. That basically is benefiting from the gaming markets.
Right.
There is a new female from China who basically makes Apple accessories, casings and screens for that company.
Wow.
I never heard of this Rishi Shah.
Oh, Rishi Shah, he actually just raised a boatload of money, and he's now worth $3.6 billion. He's only 31, and he basically puts tablets and software into doctors' offices.
Got to get a bigger boat. That's
And
more than a boatload, isn't it?
It is a
like
lot.
How many of these guys?
But again, that talked about how so much of this is illiquid. He's one of those guys that, it really is dependent
who
on
needs
how.
that? I don't.
And is that a private company or public company?
It's a private company. It's
Okay, so that was the
unicorn.
other question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Historically with the Forbes list, when you're trying to figure out how much everybody's worth, some people want to tell you and inflate their numbers,
Of
right?
course
We
they
used
do.
to have there's a guy who lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue who used to have these phone calls with you about that.
Yes.
And then there are other people who don't even want to be on the list at all, so they try to pretend that they have no money.
Very true.
So how does that play out in the tech world?
Well, in the tech
especially
world,
by younger people.
I have to say in the tech world, it's not as much of a factor because so much of these fortunes are tied either to public markets or to what private investors are paying. However, that said, the valuations of these unicorns are getting more and more complicated as their different preferred shares and, what are the terms behind the scenes. Then you've got the investment groups writing down their investments in these companies. So it is getting a lot more complicated.
So based on what we saw,
getting
the paper overnight says all these places are marking down Uber. So
we had already reflected that.
By how much?
20%.
So you're tougher than what these other guys have done.
I mean, just because we have to be. We'd always rather be low on these companies than high.
Hold on, so you've already marked down Uber by 20%.
We did.
And you could, by the way, buy Uber stock on the secondary market for even less than that.
Yes, and that's one of the things that we, talk with different people about. We spend a ton of time talking with people at secondary markets to see, exactly what these companies are trading at and just how low they can go.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.